The Broncos' entire finals dream could rest on one calf muscle? Yes, you heard that right. A single twinge. A single grimace. And suddenly, the name on every fan's lips is Reece Walsh. Could the poster boy of Brisbane be walking a tightrope between superstardom and heartbreak? Stick with me, because what's unfolding behind the scenes is bigger, scarier, and more shocking than you think. Reece Walsh. A player who doesn't just play rugby league, he electrifies it. Every time he steps onto the field, it feels like the stadium crackles, like the floodlights shine brighter just for him. His speed? Unmatched. His vision? Razor sharp. His flair? Borderline unstoppable. But right now, all of that brilliance is under one dark cloud, a calf issue that appeared at training, forcing him to step away, sit down, and leave fans, and the Broncos coaching staff, holding their breath. And here's the catch. Calf injuries aren't just knocks you shake off. They're tricky, sneaky, and sometimes devastating. One wrong movement, one push too hard, and it's not just a match you miss. It could be your entire finals campaign gone in a blink. When the reports first surfaced, the rugby league world went into meltdown. Some whispered it was precautionary. Others feared the worst. If Walsh is out, said one former NRL star, the Broncos lose their strike weapon. But is that the full truth? Or is there more brewing beneath the surface? Because make no mistake, the Broncos aren't just fighting for a final spot. They're fighting for glory, history, and redemption. And Walsh isn't just another player. He's the difference between dreams and devastation. But let me ask you this. What if Reece Walsh does play? Could he actually be stepping onto the field less than 100% fit, hiding an injury, rolling the dice for glory? And if he does, will it be brilliance or disaster? Before we dig into the details of his recovery, training reports, and the high-stakes gamble the Broncos are considering, make sure you smash that subscribe button right now to Aussie NRL updates. We are breaking every major story this final series, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's talk about what really happened at training. Witnesses saw Walsh clutch at his calf, sit out for close to 20 minutes, and then attempt a brief return, kicking a few balls, jogging lightly, before heading back inside. That short stint was enough to trigger both hope and fear. Hope that it wasn't serious. Fear that his body is giving away warning signs right before the most important game of the season. Think about it. If this was just precaution, why leave the field for so long? Why risk rattling the entire squad? And why, of all times, would this crop up right as the finals heat up? Calf injuries are infamous in the NRL. Ask any veteran and they'll tell you. It's not the pain, it's the uncertainty. A calf can feel fine one day, then give way the next. Remember when superstar playmakers have been sidelined right before big games? Fans never forget those gut punches. For Walsh, the timing couldn't be worse. He's not just any Bronco, he's the spark that ignites the team. Without him, their attack risks losing its edge. The step, the acceleration, the game-breaking moments? That's Walsh in a nutshell. But here's the twist. Inside sources suggest the Broncos remain optimistic. Optimistic. It's a word coaches love to use, but fans know too well it can mean anything from he's fine to we are praying for a miracle. Which one is it? Well, that's where things get complicated. Because sometimes, optimism is just another way of keeping rivals guessing. Let's not forget, the Broncos' opponents will be preparing two game plans, one for a team with Walsh and one without. That kind of uncertainty can be a weapon. And Brisbane, whether intentionally or not, have just thrown their rivals into a storm of second-guessing. But behind closed doors, the medical staff know the truth. They know the scans, the rehab, the risks. They know if Walsh runs out next week, he's doing so with every eye on him, every tackle testing that calf, every sprint a gamble. And here's the big question. Is it worth the risk? Because playing a less than 100% Walsh isn't just a tactical decision. It's a legacy decision. It's risking the future of a star whose career has only just begun to explode. And here's something most fans don't realize. Calf injuries aren't just physical. They are mental. Once a player feels that strain, that little pull, it sits in their head. Every time they sprint, they wonder if it'll go again. And in finals footy, hesitation is deadly. So imagine Reece Walsh, lining up under the bright lights, the crowd roaring, knowing that one wrong step could turn him from hero to heartbreak in seconds. That's the weight he's carrying right now. But wait, this isn't the full story. Because what's happening off the field? In the Broncos locker room, in the whispers among teammates, and even in rival camps, could completely flip this script. Is Walsh being protected? Or is he being pushed? And most importantly, what will happen when the final whistle blows? Stick with me, because in the second half of this video, we'll dive into the inside reports, the tactical mind games, and the shocking truth about what the Broncos may be hiding. And before we roll into part 2, don't forget, hit that subscribe button right now for Aussie NRL updates, because this final series is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in NRL history, and we are bringing you every twist, every shock, and every headline as it happens.